We've been told Egypt was the beginning of civilization, but what if it was only the beginning of what survived? What if the true origin of mankind's knowledge comes from a civilization long buried beneath time and sand? Walk the ancient halls of Egypt, and you'll hear whispers of a time known as Zep Tepi, the first time, a golden age, when gods ruled the land, and the Nile carried secrets older than the pyramids themselves. But what exactly was Zep Tepi? Inscriptions across temple walls, in places like Edfu and Abydos, speak of a race of divine beings, masters of architecture and cosmic law, who taught mankind language, mathematics, and astronomy. But here's the twist. These gods had names like Thoth, god of knowledge, and Osiris, bringer of civilization. But maybe they weren't gods at all. Maybe they were survivors. The Turin King list, found in a fragmented papyrus in the 1800s, includes names of kings who ruled Egypt for thousands of years, long before the first historical pharaoh, Narmer. These reigns span tens of thousands of years. Mainstream archaeologists dismiss it. But if they're myths, why are they recorded like history? And this isn't unique to Egypt. In summer, the Sumerian king list speaks of rulers living for thousands of years before the flood. In India, ancient Vedic texts describe massive cities ruled by flying gods and ships of fire, the Vimanas. Every corner of the earth tells the same tale, a time before time, when humanity was guided by a race of enlightened beings. And then silence. A cataclysm, a reset. A veil drawn over everything that came before. Was Zep Tepi a forgotten epic of human history? Were the ancient Egyptians not the first builders, but the inheritors of blueprints written in the stars? Even the Great Pyramid of Giza aligns precisely with the Orion constellation. But the alignment only makes sense if calculated not from 2500 BC, but from 10,500 BC, a time that matches the myths of Zep Tepi. So, what's more likely? That desert dwellers built the world's most complex monument on their first try, or that they followed a map left behind by those who came before. Maybe the gods of Zep Tepi weren't gods, but the final echoes of a world lost in flood and fire. A world whose memory still lingers in the stone